Since 2020, Uzbekistan started implementing large anti-poverty program in Uzbekistan. So the first step in this process, we adopted a monetary poverty measurement, yes. So this was developed with the World Bank, and according to this measurement, we reduced the poverty during the last 2 years from 17% to the 11%, which is a 6% decline in the monetary poverty rate. But as you know, the poverty rate is not, the single dimension problem. It has lots of different dimensions. So when you are developing this kind of multi-dimensional kind of policy, you have to have multi-dimensional indicator which gives you information about the efficiency of your policies. So that's why, the Uzbekistan, Center for Economic Research and Reforms, we started piloting this indicator. So when we started piloting, first we measured, what people think that, who is the poor people, maybe education, healthcare, it is what living conditions, it is even access to the information, for example, let's say. As you can see that this indicator has lots of different dimensions, and we asked people when they consider themselves as a poor. So that they told us, based on these people's preferences, we generated new index, which is the MPI specifically for Uzbekistan. In next years, we will measure in which dimensions we are making more progress and which dimensions we have to do more significant work. So, for example, let's say that when you're using education, healthcare, living conditions, or other directions of the poverty, so this also will help us to mobilize the government or the public resource to which direction we have to to spend more resources. These are kind of very effective tool for governments, basically, for their policies, because the governments might be wasting resources in some directions where they're not very effective. Maybe government is not giving the sufficient resources where they're more effective, for example, let's say. So that's why these tools not only gives the information, but it's also kind of good for aligning the policy, based on current situation. So I think that even though developed countries, they should have this kind of indicator, which kind of gives the sense of efficiency of the government policies in different directions. It's not only about deprivation, it's also a kind of improvement in different directions.